Kristen. If you don't know me, I am a college student going for my bachelor's degree in psychology. And when you are going for your bachelor's degree in psychology, you have to take a bunch of psychology courses. Right now, I'm not quite sure where I want to end up after my bachelor's in psychology. I am going to go on for my master's degree, and I'm thinking about school counseling. I'm thinking about NFT route, counseling psychologists, and things like that. But right now, I don't really know what I want to do, but I know that I want to help people. And I know that to help people and to do what I want to do in life, I have to go through my psychology classes. To go through the psychology program, you have to go through a lot of different psychology classes. From biological psychology to abnormal psychology to perception and sensation to cognitive psychology. Every topic is my favorite topic. I'm a college student and I'm also suffering with depression, anxiety, and PTSD. For the most part, I can separate school and my personal life. I have my coping skills where if I start feeling a lot of anxiety at school, I could do my coping skills and feel better. Sometimes I can't and I have to go and have a mental health day. But when you're a psychology major, you sometimes have to talk about your own disorder in class. So when I was getting my associate's degree in community college, that's the time I started realizing that I'm gonna have to talk about my depression, my anxiety in class. Not personally though, but academically. When I talk to a lot of psychology majors, a lot of people become psychology majors and want to become therapists and psychologists and psychiatrists because they've been through it themselves, or they are going through it and they want to help others. It's very common. But when you're a psychology major, you need to learn how to not take everything so personally. I know a lot of psychology majors who, when their diagnosis comes up, if they have a diagnosis, they break down. They don't want to talk about it. They start doing really poorly in that class because their disorder is brought up. Sorry to break it to you, psychology majors or future psychology majors, you are gonna have to talk about your disorder or whatever you are going through, whether it be anxiety, depression, schizophrenia, PTSD, OCD disorder, bipolar disorder, the list goes on and on. You're gonna have to talk about it if you want to be a psychology major. We talk about it in a biological sense, as in what's going on in your body, what's going on in your brain, as well as academically. What's going on? What are the symptoms? Environmental, biological, nature versus nurture. What are the causes? We break it down because that's what the degree is. Not every part of a psychology class is based on mental disorders. Actually, the majority of it, we don't talk about mental disorders. We talk about why things are happening. We talk about development. We talk about behavior. We talk about things that aren't abnormal psychology. Abnormal psychology is its own class. In everyday psychology courses, you're not gonna talk about disorders and mental health abnormalities most of the time like people like to think. We're talking about different things that affect your mental health. So I've had to learn how to separate my personal experiences with my mental health disorders and my academics. I now can talk about depression, anxiety perfectly fine now. I love learning about it. I love learning the biological, behavioral, and developmental parts. I love learning everything I can learn, and that's what a psychology major does. We're the study of the human brain. We're the study of thought, emotion, behavior, development, everything. So for those people who want to be psychology majors but are worried that your disorder is going to come up in class, it is, but you get used to it. I promise you do. While you're in class, sometimes you learn different coping skills, reasons why we do things or why our brains do things, and you learn a lot about yourself when you're a psychology major like that. Anyway, I just wanted to discuss this topic. If you have any other questions about being a psychology major, please leave them down below. If you're a psychology major and you also suffer with a mental health disorder, how do you cope with it? Does talking about your mental disorder trigger you? Does it affect you in any way, or does it actually help you?